So from the beginning, Sigma Chi was always very encouraging of our brothers to be themselves. We were kind of built on the idea that everybody was different, and we really encouraged that. And one of the pieces of that was really embracing the fact that we had a lot of brothers who were gay.
Before rushing, I thought fraternities would be a good way to meet people, and I went to an all-guys high school before, so I was kind of familiar with that kind of aspect of it. So I just thought it would be a cool way to meet people. I wasn't extremely intimidated by doing it. I knew a lot of people doing it as well, so I was pretty comfortable going through the whole process.
And as we started to move forward and plan our events, we ran into the issue with the university where they wouldn't allow fraternities to bring male events to dates, or to date events. And that was kind of a problem for us because we didn't believe in running events and not allowing our brothers to bring their dates if they were gay. So that was a little bit of a fight at the beginning with the university to try and adjust that perception and make it not a situation where they were worried about us dirty rushing, but really encouraging or fostering an environment for our brothers to be themselves. And a big piece of that was ultimately reaching an agreement with the university to allow our brothers to bring their dates if they were gay.
So it's actually a very interesting story because the first time that was ever brought up to our attention, actually our social chair just had said, you can bring whoever you want to an event, boy or girl, we really don't care. And then it was actually one of our members, Ryan, who happens to be gay, that said, hey, actually most fraternities don't allow that. SLU might take an issue with that, and it turns out they did. And it was just interesting for us because we had never really thought that it was going to be any sort of issue.
After I came back from abroad, I ended up dropping the fraternity just because I didn't feel as welcome anymore. I didn't really talk to many people in the class that I was in. A lot of the older guys didn't really talk to me as much. I don't feel that it was 100% because of me coming out that year, but it might have had a factor. Someone did say that they were uncomfortable with the fact that I was there in the fraternity. So I just dropped because I didn't feel like paying for something that, I didn't really feel like going to all the time and wasn't 100% welcome to anymore. So that was just my experience.
When we were able to adjust that policy with the university, it was really interesting to me to see how the organization as a whole changed. It kind of allowed us to grow into an even more inclusive and close environment and close fraternity chapter than we previously were. And that really, I think that a big piece of that was really making our brothers comfortable with being themselves and knowing they were going to be accepted for doing that.
Well, at first we really didn't think it was an issue. Our social chair kind of told us we could bring anybody we wanted. But Ryan, one of our members who happens to be gay, mentioned that at other fraternities that wasn't allowed and that SLU may not be completely on board with that. So we had to kind of think about how we're going to approach talking to SLU about that and bringing that up in a context that they would understand that this is something to be more inclusive as an organization within the university as a whole.
I think one of the things that makes our fraternity very unique is the fact that we are so accepting. Across the board, we became brothers because we subscribe to a very similar set of ideals. And that's what binds us together. And the other stuff around, things along the lines of who you love and, who you date, those differences don't make us weaker. They really make us stronger and a better organization on campus.